done the pros and cons, and we've covered everything that you need to know if you're thinking about moving or relocating to Davis, California. But today, we're going to be talking about 5 secret gems that are located right here in Davis, California. What's up, everybody? We're Lance and Lauren with L2 Home Group, and today we're going to be covering the 5 best neighborhoods to live in Davis, California. But today, we're going to jump right into it, and we're going to be talking about the first neighborhood, which is going to be Wild Horse. Now, Wild Horse is going to be a little bit further away from the central part of Davis. It's going to be located more towards the northeast side of Davis, and it's going to be just south of the Wild Horse Golf Club. Now, even though this particular neighborhood is a little bit further out from the central part of Davis, or even a little bit further out from the college, a lot of the reason why homeowners live in this particular part of town is, you guessed it, they love golf. Now, this is going to be one of Davis's best public golf courses in the area. It's going to be 18 holes, and it's going to range anywhere from about 4,500 yards from the gold tees all the way up to about 5,200 yards. So it's a little bit shorter of a course, but a lot of people who live in this neighborhood love to play that course. Even people who don't really live in this area, but they come from Sacramento, also love to play this course. It's definitely an awesome course if you're in the area. Now, typically the types of homes in this area of town are going to start anywhere in the low 600s, and they're going to top out right at about 1.5 million. Now, these are going to be 3 to 6 bedroom homes that range anywhere in size from 1,500 square feet all the way up to about 3,500 square feet, with some of these homes having awesome views of the golf course. Yeah, whether you're on a fairway or a green. Now, some other awesome things about this neighborhood is there's about 5 miles worth of walking trails. There's tons of parks for the kiddos, tons of soccer fields that are out there as well too. And this neighborhood is also known for a lot of their different Christmas parties and parades. And it's one of the neighborhoods where a lot of people come to this part of town for their Christmas decorations during the holiday season. So it's definitely one of those neighborhoods that you want to check out during the holidays.
Now, the next neighborhood that we're going to talk about is going to be the Cannery. Now, the Cannery is located on the north side of Davis, just west of the Wild Horse Golf Course. Now, the Cannery is going to offer something for just about everyone. As you drive into this neighborhood, there's going to be apartments, and then after the apartments, there's going to be some townhomes, and then as you get further into the neighborhood, there's going to be single-family homes. Now, this neighborhood was built between 2015 and 2018, making it a little bit newer and giving it a little bit more of a newer feel than what some of the rest of Davis has to offer. Homes in this neighborhood are going to start out in the high 700s and top out right at about 1.4 million. These are going to be 3 to 4 bedroom homes that range in size from 1,800 up to 3,200 square feet. Now, one of the main draws to this neighborhood is going to be the clubhouse that it has for its residents. Now, the clubhouse is an awesome central part of this neighborhood. It features a park, it's also got a swimming pool, and it also has a gathering space that a lot of people in this neighborhood like to come to. You can rent out the space, you can also have parties here, they host events here. It's really the center point of this whole neighborhood. Now, the Cannery features a clubhouse with resort-style amenities. Now, the clubhouse is called the Ranch House. Now, the Ranch House is really the hub of this community. It's located in the center part of the neighborhood. It features a swimming pool, an actual clubhouse area, and it's got a ton of sports courts. It's got bocce ball courts. It's a great place for you to spend the afternoon with your kiddos. Now, on top of that, this gathering area also is where they do a lot of fun events throughout the year. They have a 4th of July gathering that they'll do there. They also do Christmas and holiday events there. They have a big Halloween thing that they host there. So it's really the center point of this community that brings people in, where you can get to know your neighbors and you can hang out and have a great time.
This was probably one of my favorite neighborhoods that we were checking out while we were in Davis. This neighborhood's super new feeling. It has a little bit more of like that condensed modern vibe as it relates to just everything is a little bit, now I wouldn't want to say squish, but everything's a little bit closer together. Definitely has that tight-knit community, but you know, there are some beautiful walking trails around the perimeter, and then there was this nice big giant park that was right down the center. And then when we were over there were families out there playing sports. There were people out at the pool swimming. It was a nice hot day. So definitely one of the cooler areas, and especially with a lot of these homes being built between that 2015 and 2018 kind of range. So you know you're getting at least a little bit newer of a home, newer amenities, newer building products, but this was one of my favorite neighborhoods. So if you're liking this information, or you're wanting to stay up to date on everything of what it's like to move, live, eat, sleep, play, or relocate to the Greater Sacramento area, go ahead and give us that like and subscribe. We're dropping new videos every Tuesday and Friday on what it's like to live or relocate to the Greater Sacramento area. On top of making these videos, we're also licensed real estate agents in the state of California, which means that as much as we love making these videos, we love helping you more with moving or relocating to the Greater Sacramento area. So there should be a phone number popping up. Go ahead, take a screenshot, pause the video, write it down, and make sure you schedule that one-on-one consultation so we can help plan your move of relocating to the Greater Sacramento area. So jumping into our next neighborhood, we're gonna be taking a look at Evergreen Meadows, located on the west side of Davis. So Evergreen Meadows is, like I said, it's gonna be located on the west side of Davis. It's gonna be just south of West Covell Boulevard, and it's also gonna be west of Highway 113. So this neighborhood's gonna be super awesome. It's definitely gonna have that like active community type of feel. There's gonna be lots of walking trails throughout this neighborhood, sidewalks on both sides of the street, lots of parks located directly in this neighborhood. When we were out there checking out the neighborhood, there are tons of people out there getting their cardio in, doing workouts outside, so definitely super active. In addition to being a bicycle community, this particular neighborhood was just a super active. I think we saw like 5 or 10 people that were just outdoors working out, running, jogging, playing sports at the park. So this neighborhood definitely has that active community style feel. Now the homes in this area are gonna start off in the low 900s and they're gonna go all the way up to just over 1.5 million. And the homes in here are gonna be about 3 to 5 bedrooms, and they're gonna range in size anywhere from about 2,000 square feet all the way up to about 3,200 square feet. So the cool thing about the location of this community is you're close to some of the middle school. You're also close to the Da Vinci Charter School if you decide to have your kid go to that school. Now this neighborhood has a ton of different community events that they do throughout the year. So you have your standard 4th of July barbecues where everybody's outside, garage doors are up, so everybody's barbecuing in the front. You also have Christmas parades, you have Halloween time. So this is definitely a very popular community as it relates to the community events and the things that go on in this neighborhood.
All right, now the fourth neighborhood on our list is gonna be Mace Ranch. Now this neighborhood is gonna be located on the east side of Davis, south of East Covell Boulevard, and just south of Wild Horse Golf Course. Now this community is going to be built around Mace Ranch Community Park. Now this park features a ton of soccer fields, basketball courts. They also have a picnic area and they have a playground. Homes in this neighborhood are going to start in the mid 700s and top out right at around $1 million. These homes will be 3 to 5 bedroom homes that range in size from 1,800 square feet all the way up to 2,800 square feet. Now this neighborhood's going to have a little bit more convenient stuff when it comes to your shopping. So you're closely located to a Target, a TJ Maxx. You're also close to the Explore It Science Center. When it comes to running your errands or doing things, you're not going to have to travel too far to accomplish those tasks.
Yeah, so the big thing here is like Davis isn't a super huge town, but it is nice when you're super close to some of those convenience shopping centers, so that way you're not driving across town or you're having to go, deal with some of the college traffic. So keep that in mind. Certain parts of town during certain times of day, they're going to be definitely impacted by traffic. You're gonna have a lot of bicyclists out. So it's always nicer when you find a neighborhood that's a little bit closer to some of those amenities that you may shop or you may think about on a more regular basis. So this is why when we're talking to some of the people who are relocating to Davis or they're relocating to anywhere in the Greater Sacramento area, we want to get super specific when it comes down to area, because if you're not super happy with the area, then you're probably not going to be happy with the house. And so that's when we're designing that plan. We're going to be talking about area. We're going to be talking about places you like to shop. We're going to be talking about some of those other things that are just super important when it comes to picking or choosing a neighborhood when you're relocating to this area.
Now, one of the things that we really loved about this neighborhood was the man-made lakes that are in it. Now, the homes that back up to this water are absolutely gorgeous. You'll have a view of the water. You can take your paddleboard out there. You can hang out. You can play out there. It's absolutely beautiful. And some of these homes have really stunning views of that waterway. It was one of our favorite things as we were checking out this neighborhood.
In case you haven't figured it out by some of the other videos, we really like homes that kind of back up to some of those man-made lakes. So, it's one of those things that we always tend to gravitate towards as we're like looking at some of these neighborhoods or we're exploring some of these places for you. Now, jumping back into the neighborhoods, the last neighborhood that we're going to check out is going to be all the way back on the west side of Davis, and it's going to be Stonegate. Now, Stonegate is going to be the neighborhood that's going to be the farthest west that's going to keep you within the city limits, but it's going to be all the way on the west side. It's going to be located near Village Homes, and it's going to be right off of Russell Boulevard. So the cool thing about this community is this community also has kind of one of those big man-made lakes that's kind of built around the clubhouse and just in different parts of the neighborhood. But definitely this neighborhood had a little bit older of a feel, a little bit more maturity in the tree growth around there, but super cool neighborhood. So homes in this area of town are going to start off in the high 7s and they're going to go all the way up to about 1.3 million. You're going to see, typically between 3 and 5 bedroom homes that are going to range anywhere in size from about 1,500 square feet right up to about 2,700 square feet. So this particular area of town, you're gonna have a little bit of everything. You're gonna have condos, you're gonna have some townhomes, and then you're also gonna have some single family residences. Like I said, this area is a little bit older, so some of these homes are gonna be built between like about 1970 all the way up to like the early 90s. And some of the homes within this neighborhood are either gonna have views of the lake, or they're gonna have like slightly larger lots, or they're gonna sit in there's a lot of different cul-de-sacs that kind of spur off some of the main roads in this neighborhood. So the main focal point of this particular area of Davis is gonna be the 2.3 acre private country club that's gonna have like 6 tennis courts, 3 swimming pools, a rec center, a fitness center, basketball courts. So it's gonna have the entire works as it relates to what you would expect for a private country club. The 4,000 square foot clubhouse is gonna be used for all different types of events. They have had weddings there, they have community gatherings, they have barbecues, they have 4th of July parties. So all sorts of different events are gonna be held at this clubhouse. So if you are in the neighborhood or you're thinking about moving to this particular area, there's a membership, and that's gonna be some of the things that you may look forward to as it relates to some of those community gatherings. They have fitness classes here. They have a 4th of July barbecue event. On the 4th Friday of every month, they do like a wind down Friday where they have some jazz music that comes out on the patio. You can drink some wine. So super cool vibe here. Definitely a little bit more chill, a little bit more laid back. But you have that, again, you're right around that man-made lake or that waterway, which is just super relaxing, super peaceful. And then just the residents just really kind of soak all of that vibe in. So those were the 5 best neighborhoods to live in Davis, California. You may have liked 1 or 2, or maybe you didn't like any of them, but that's what we help you out with. So if you give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us that email, or if you want to schedule that Zoom call with us so we can actually put together a plan that's right for you in relationship to making your move to the Greater Sacramento area, we can ask you a few questions, get to know what your goals are, and get to know what exactly that you're looking for so we can help guide you and advise you into the best place possible.
There should be a phone number popping up. We are the ones that answer those phone calls, text messages, and emails. So if you're thinking about moving or relocating to Davis or the Greater Sacramento area, definitely reach out to us. We'd love to help you with your next move.